Hi guys, a very warm welcome from Arjati Creations. Welcome to our part 5 of the Bal Krishna Kerala style mural. Till now we have learned how to do the drawing, how to do the lining work, how to do the basic shading in the crown as well as the jewelry of Krishna ji. We've also learned how to do the shading of the face and the body, and we have done the entire background. Today we are going to be completing our painting. For that, first step is to do a lining work. So here I'll be using my black color. I'll show you a little bit of lining work and then you can do the entire lining work, after which we will learn how to do our shading of the eyes as well as the more part. So just take out little bit of black color. Okay, now use a thin tip brush, preferably a 0 or a 000 brush, or a 00 would be fine. So here I'm using my 00 brush and I'm taking my black color. We are going to do thin lining work across the painting. I will just show you a little part and then you can finish the entire painting. So start with the jewelry part, do a lining. If you are doing the lining work for the first time, just practice a little bit. Your brush should not have too much of water in it and it should not be too thick. Now in this place in between, I'm just doing thin line work like this. This is just to cover the gap which is visible. We have already finished our leaves in the last session. So in case you've just landed on this video, I have mentioned the links of all my 4 first parts of the Bal Krishna mural in the description box. You can refer to those and do your painting till here. So this is how you are going to do your crown. I'll just show you a bit here, and in that way you can finish your jewelry part of Krishna ji. So in this way, just do darkening, very thin line work. See, आप darken करें, do the darkening work. Darken the entire jewelry, including the necklace, including the earrings. So the brown line is also going to be visible at portions. That is why I'm asking you to use a thinner brush. So this way. Now let me finish the entire lining work and show you. Now you can see that I have completed my lining work everywhere. I have done lining work in the matka, I've done it in the swirls in the backdrop. I've done lining work in the entire jewelry, in the jewelry part of Krishna ji as well as the mukut. I've done a slight outline for my pearls as well. That is only below side. Top side pearls don't really need an outline. Now let us learn how to create the eyes. For the eyes, we will be taking very little quantity of 3 colors, 3 to 4 colors. The first is a drop of your burnt sienna. I'll keep showing you the tubes also. This is burnt sienna. The second that I'm taking is a black color. The third color that I'm taking here is a white. The fourth color that we will be needing, because we are going to be finishing the body right now, so we need a little bit of Persian blue and a little bit of the permanent blue light, or if you don't have that, then you can make a mixture of white and blue. I'm going to start with my thin brush here. So here I'm using my 000 brush. Okay, first and foremost we are going to make a color for the eyes, so just take a little bit of brown color. Now the shade of the eyeball is completely optional, what you want to make. Here I'm going to be making a color which is a light brownish cherry color eyes, and I'll be doing shading on top. So I'm just mixing brown with white to get this kind of a shade. First I'm going to fill it in the eyeball. I'm not filling it in the inside region. Now we will be doing the lips. Again, for the lips I will need a little bit of the Scarlet Red, very little color of the Scarlet Red. Now again, Scarlet Red we are not going to directly put because then it becomes really dark. So was really striking. I'm just adding a little scarlet and brownish color together. And in this, I'm going to take a little white and we are going to create a little shading and just blend in the white on the top part. Now we are going to do the upper lip. For the upper lip, I am just going to blend a little brownish. Now I am going to let this dry. Till that time, we are going to start shading work for the eyeballs. Now the eyes base color should dry. Only then we can start our shading. So for that, we are going to be using a shade of brown with a little bit of black in it. It should not be totally black also. A little dark brownish color you can create. Okay. Now we will do shade on the edges. Okay, we are not going to completely make this dark, just be careful of that. Just blend in the dark color onto the edge. It should not be totally dark, otherwise वो shading नहीं दिखेगा. Now in the center part, take pure jet black. Now there is a little difference. You can see this eyeball is a little bigger, so then just increase this like this. Now very delicately I am going to do shading for this eye also. Okay. Now just blend in the color like we did for the first eyeball. Okay, this way. Now comes finishing the touches for the eye. Now there is a lot to be done still, but we have to wait for the eyeball to dry up. Till that time, let us start giving more definition to the eye. So I am taking my Persian blue pure. Okay, this way, just do. Now with the same Persian blue, I am going to now darken my eyebrows. Now this darkening, if you want, it's optional. You can do it with black also. But somehow in the Krishna ji painting, I prefer to do it with blue color. So again, this is optional for you. Some people like to do this in brown color also, so that also can be done. Now I'm going to just increase the depth of this, because in the lower portion I will be doing a black lining as well. Okay. Though I have done a lining with black, I am just doing a light line with my blue also. And this blue line is a little inside the black one. I am going to just increase the shade of the blue color towards the edges in a bit. Now comes giving the further touches to the eye. I'm just going to give a little bit blue here and I'll just blend it. Now comes giving more shade to the eyeballs. Since the eyeball should be completely dry when we are doing this, Now I'm going to be taking a darker, more amount of black and little brown, so the shade is a little darker than the shade that we made previously. Okay. Make sure that it is neither too watery nor too dark. So I'm just doing an outline, and we will be giving to give a real touch to the eyes. I'm going to have very thin lines. Okay. Repeat the process in the other eye. Okay. Very close by, I have done thin lines to it. Now we are going to take a little more black with the brown and do an outline of the eyeball, completing. Of course, the eye does not complete right now. The final effect of the eye is going to come in a bit. So this way. Now we are going to let the eye part dry completely. I am also going to take pure black in my 000 brush now. Once you've taken the triple black, I'm going to do an outermost line here with the black and add few lashes. Now we come to the lips part. So we are just going to again go for our scarlet and just do an outline out here with a watery mix or watery blend of blue here. Just I'm creating the tip of the lips. Now comes the point of creating the tilak. So for the tilak here I am going to be using pure scarlet. It is up to you, if you want to use crimson, आप crimson भी use कर सकते हो. Now comes the dark blue color again. We are taking navy blue. We are going to do an outline of the hand and create the nails here. So for creating the nails here, just do an outline. Now we are going to finish the nails by taking white color. Now as we are working with the white, let us now give the effect in the eyes. For that, just make sure that the eyeball's color is completely dry. We are going to add a white. So isn't the face looking nice now? Now we are going to shift our focus from the face to our more punk. Now for the more punky, we will first be using Persian blue color. The next is the blue. This is a lighter blue. Now next comes green. So I will take out a little bit of my sap green here, and I'm just going to make my sap green a little lighter by adding white and a little bit of blue to make a greenish color. Now we are going to start giving our strokes for the peacock feather. First let us start with the darkest color, that is the Persian blue. So ensure that the paint is neither too wet nor too dry, because otherwise you will not be able to make your lines perfectly. Some overlapping also out here. This is facing this side, and this side we are going to make it facing the other side. This way we've done the blue, and we will just do one more good thick coat of blue inside also. Now we have to wait for our blue to dry up. In the meanwhile, I'm taking my scarlet. There is an orangish tinge here, so I'm just creating a line. Actually, the green is still wet. Now since the green is a little wet here, I'm just doing it. I'll do another coat of orange with a little green later on. Now we'll take out very little sap green, and this coat I'm going to do with a mixture of sap green with a little white and a little navy blue. I'm not going to be creating these overall everywhere. I'm just creating it at some places and at a decent gap. So now we have done with the bluish greenish. I'm going to just darken my edge with pure Persian blue here. Next we are going to give some strokes of lighter green, very few here and there again. It's not going to be continuous. This just will add a little depth to your more punky. When the paint dries up, there is going to be a depth created. Now we are going to do few strokes of the orange or the scarlet lake. So first I am increasing my intensity of this. Now I'm going to put few lines in between here. Now to give both more depth to my painting, I'm going to take my Persian blue and final lining thin lines I'm going to draw. Like this in the direction of the feathers. Make sure to do this only when your green is completely dried up. And with a little bit of sap green, I'm going to do lines here also. Sap green में I'm mixing a little blue. Now we are going to take a little bit of white. Now since the light is falling in one direction, if we want to add some beautiful drops of white at some places in the jewelry, this is the time I'm going to add a little bit of my white lining work right now. I'm not going to be adding it everywhere, but like light is going to be falling this side. So a little bit of white I'm going to increase here. Just increase your white right now, and it is going to dry up for quite some time. ये white थोड़ा thick आप लगाओगे. It's going to take a little while for it to dry up. Just let it dry. I'm increasing it especially in the jewelry to make the jewelry stand out. And you don't have to do it everywhere. Okay. Now I'm going to let this dry completely. Let it dry completely, then I'll show you how to secure the paint. So now my paint has completely dried up. Make sure that your painting is completely dry before you do the securing process. For securing, you can use any company varnish which is available. Just make sure you use a clear varnish. You can also use lacquer sprays which are easily available. Today I'll be using my Little Birdie Decor Varnish. This is glossy in nature, so it's going to leave a natural gloss onto my painting. So this is easy to use, so just put it onto your painting and just spread it using a brush. It dries really fast, so I like the final finish of this particular varnish. I'm going to do one coat. You can do 1 to 2 coats or more than that. 2 coats can also be done to enhance the gloss of the painting. And if you want to pick up or purchase the Little Birdie Decor Varnish, I have mentioned my special code as well in the description box, which you can refer to and avail a special 5% discount on all Little Birdie products on the Itsy Bitsy website as well. I have mentioned all the parts of the Krishna Ji mural that we have done till now, and we have also done a very beautiful Vinayaka painting of Kerala Mural style. I mentioned all the links of the 4 parts of the Vinayaka painting also. If you want to take your journey forward in the Kerala Mural style of paintings, you can learn the Vinayaka painting. We have also created a very beautiful painting of the lotus on paper in the Kerala Mural style. I have mentioned the link of that also in the description box below. So I hope you've liked the video. Don't forget to press the like button. Also don't forget to press the notification button so that you are the first to be notified as soon as I'm putting up a new video. Thank you so much for being a part of our today's video. Do share your comments on how you liked this video. How do you like the Bal Krishna? Which all new paintings would you like to learn? Also in the comment section below. Thank you so much and see you in our next video. Bye bye.